2, 1, 0.
Hey guys, here's something a little bit different. We've got an 09 Corvette in the garage, and check out the headlights on this car. These, by far, are probably some of the worst headlights I've ever seen in my life. Obviously for being weathered. You know, that you can live with, but this is just not even close. Check out the other side. This is just totally brutal. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna try wet sanding them. I'm not saying it's the ideal thing. Replacing them would be best. They're not exactly cheap. So I thought, hey, we got nothing to lose. So what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'll try on a small spot, maybe up here, just one of the worst areas of it, and I'll try wet sanding it and see how much better we can make it look. Like I said, we've got nothing to lose, so let's get at it. Okay, we spent a minute or so with some 400 just to get it down past this heavily weathered area. I'm just going to try some rubbing compound on here with a little buffer, a little held air buffer. So we'll try this, see how that works on here. Okay, check this out. I basically just put it onto the buffing pad. Now I'm going to actually could be worse. That's only with 400. Okay, we just sanded this a little bit with some 600 grit. I'm going to give it a little bit of a polish in a minute to see how it works. Well, this is with a little bit of rubbing compound. Like really, that's not bad. And the finest grit we've only gone to is 600. So just imagine if we went to 1,000 grit or something. You know, take care of more of this. I can't wait to work on more of it. Like, this is rough, but that's not bad. Okay, here we go. We went with 320, 400. I just blew the dust off with the 400. I'm gonna go on to some 600 now. See how much more transparent it gets every time we go to a finer grit sandpaper. So this is the 800 that is obviously wet. So far it's making a decent difference. A couple more minutes of this and maybe we'll move on to some 1000 if we have it kicking around. Okay, the next stage of the game, I used this 1000 grit wet sandpaper with a bit of a foam sanding block. And as you can see with everything here, I'll just grab my rag. As you can see, when the headlight gets wet, it becomes obviously more transparent. So technically it still is a little bit rough in this area, but you know what? You got to stop somewhere. And this actually isn't my car, so that's the scary part. I don't want to be contributing to the purchase of new headlights if I don't have to. So I was very easy on sanding this, and I think we're going to hit it with some with our polishing compound. Like I said, you got to stop somewhere, and we'll see how it looks compared to the other side. Okay, here we go. I'm not giving too much pressure. I want the polish to do the job. So I'm not really pushing down on this. very hard at all. Just is sort of gliding along the top of the headlight. Okay, I'm going to set my camera down so I can do a really good job finishing up, and we'll see how it looks in a minute. Okay, I just hit it with the 7-inch polisher as well, with a bit more of a less aggressive polish. This is still, they say it's fairly aggressive, but it's not as aggressive as the first stuff I used. And I'm not going to say that it's perfect, but man, this is acceptable. This is definitely acceptable. Like, if someone wanted to take this the extra mile and wet sand it with 2000, and they don't have that much further to go with it. I'm going to go, I've got a machine glaze over here, I think. Machine glaze. Well, let's try this. It can't hurt. It's already looking good, but we'll give it one last go with this glazing polish. Okay, we just went over with that glazing polish. Yeah, it's likely a little bit better yet. My God, this is awesome. Yeah, it is just that much shinier. Okay, I'm gonna pull this tape off because we can. I still got one more side to do. Obviously, when we wash the car, we'll get all the polish out of the grooves and stuff like that, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Like, let's face it, it doesn't look brand new, but it looks pretty damn good compared to this. Here, I'll just back up a little bit. Man, I was kind of on pins and needles because it's not my car, but a guy could be really happy with the way this turned out. Like I said, it's not perfect, but you know what? From 5 feet away, that's pretty darn good. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I'll finish up the other headlight. I'll show you guys how it turns out, and I hope this gives the odd person some confidence to wet sand headlights. And I actually had somebody say that it looks like it's caked with salt. He said, "Why are the headlights caked with salt?" And I said I could see how you could think that, because yeah, that's how it looks. Especially if you're, in the northern states or in Canada, if you know what dried salt looks like on something. And this just looks terrific. Like I said, from here, you just got to be happy with the way it turned out. At least you could drive at night and see where you're going. And you could pull up to a Cars and Coffee, and it's going to look decent. We're kind of our own worst enemy when it comes to our cars, because we're so rough on ourselves for every little chip or scratch. But guys, the reality of it is, if you want to keep your car perfect, you're going to go nuts. It's nice to have a car that's finished off just perfectly, but it's tough to keep it like that. So when you get that first scratch in it, it's not that bad. You got it out of the way. That's the hardest one. So anyways, I'll finish off this other side. I'll let you guys see how it looks, and we'll take it from there. Let me know what you think. Well, guys, I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. I'll let you guys get front row and center. Like I said, it may not be perfect, but really, we got to be happy with this. This looks really good. I'm especially happy with this. I don't usually work on Corvettes, but it was a pleasure to do this. I'm going to change a couple sway bar links on this car, and I want to work on the 95 already. I'm in the middle of a video. We're doing some work on the muffler test on the 92, but we want to get going on that 95. If the weather's getting nice, we want to be driving that thing already. So anyways, this is my no fear headlight restoration. Works on Corvettes and many other cars. I hope you guys found this helpful. It's pretty basic. Hope it helps you out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.